Jeffrey has a defeatist mindset. He sees himself as a loser.
Oh no, I can't lift weights because I'm not strong enough yet. No, I can't start that business because I'm in university.
Jeffrey ends up never making progress. He stays stuck in life. For so long I struggled with negative thoughts, and I realize now how consequential that was. I thought it was productive to constantly remind myself of my failures, you know, so I could learn from them. I would belittle myself in my mind, very, very similar to the way that my father and my teachers in school would do for me. I didn't realize that I was conditioning my mind in the exact wrong way to reach success. If you're anything like the younger version of me and you have a lot of negative thoughts and you often just assume the worst, assume that you're gonna fail, this video might change it all for you. Adonis has read the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Adonis spends time visualizing his success. He sees it in his mind's eye before he sees it in real life. And then he makes it happen. He acts as if he already has that success, so he has the perfect personality to make it into a reality. Adonis understands the power of his mind. You can condition your mind to automatically achieve success, and I know that this sounds clickbaity, but this book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, this is like an underground treasure. You don't see many people talking about this book, but it's weird how well this book works. This is the original book that started the movement that you often see today of like law of attraction, manifestation. Those type of communities are just cringe in my opinion. I've looked at some of the standard videos if you search for like law of attraction, and it's just disgusting videos of like cringy little girls with armpit hair saying like, oh, how to manifest a text from your, oh, shut the up. How to manifest a text from your ex. That's creepy as bro. You weird bitch. How fucking weird is that, bro? That just hit me again. How fucking cringe these girls are, man. Clark Kleegi, whatever that YouTuber is. I'm fucking roasting this motherfucker. How to manifest a text? Shut the fuck up, bro. What the fuck? That's fucking cringe, bro. You can read an awesome summary of this book on the website short form, which I'll link below. To reach success in any area, so let's say body transformation, business, career, mental health, wealth, whatever you want, you have to condition your mind first. Conditioning your mind first is the shortcut to achieve that success. Most of us, for most of our lives, have been told that we first need to achieve the success, and the success will change our minds. That does not work. This is why so many of us rarely change that much. We need to see ourselves differently in our mind first. Our self-image needs to be updated. Then we go and do the thing automatically. So here's an example. Let's say you're a horny motherfucker and you want to start getting some girls. The conventional advice, pretty much everyone's advice, is just based on the real world, and they'll tell you, yeah, you go and approach and Tinder and, you know, a day game. So you start doing that stuff and you go out, you think like you're a loser, I'm horny as fuck, I want to get some bitches, and you start speaking to girls, and of course you get rejection after rejection after rejection, because your self-image right now is a guy who doesn't have girls, who's bad with girls, and who's currently practicing. And so that's like the energy that you put out, that's your personality that you convey. And of course, girls aren't attracted to guys who don't get girls. If there's one thing that makes a girl unattracted to you, it's knowing that other women are unattracted to you. And that's exactly how you're conveying yourself. The best way to do it is to use the principles from this book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and to condition your mind and your self-image first to feel like a success in this area, and then go and approach. Because think about the difference in your personality. In the first one, you didn't do any mental work, so you went up as a loser and you got rejected as a loser. In the second one, you do a visualization, which we'll practice in a second, and you're gonna start feeling like a winner. You're gonna feel like you're already good with girls. If you're feeling like you're already good with girls and that you already have girls who are into you, and that this specific woman that you're going up to already likes you, that's gonna be conveyed through your personality. That makes you way more attractive. Because with this situation, you went up as a loser who is not attractive to girls. On this one, you went up as if this girl already likes you. Success is literally all about your self-image. Whatever your self-image is dictates however your actions are gonna be. And of course, what your actions are is how other people respond to you. Most of our self-images are so trash because of the hypnosis. This is what Maxwell Maltz says. The hypnosis that we've experienced as children. We have been led to believe certain things that are not actually facts. When things happen to you as a child, they get ingrained in your mind as a core belief, and we often aren't even conscious of that. And this is really interesting. It's kind of scary. What do you subconsciously believe about yourself? Because if your dad shouted at you when you were 4 years old for one particular thing that you did, that would be ingrained in your mind. And maybe the belief would be, I'm annoying, I shouldn't do that, I'm not safe. We carry these beliefs in our mind. If you received a fragile sense of love from your parents, that is deeply ingrained in you way more than you would know right now. Your self-image has been conditioned largely negatively. So why don't we reverse that now that we're adults and we have full control over this and we actually have the science around us? There's a study that Maxwell Maltz mentions in his book, which I really like, and it's the power of visualizations. There's 3 groups who are going to play basketball, and so they're made to to test how many shots that they can get in, and then they're gonna practice, and then they're gonna see their new scores. One of the groups doesn't practice, doesn't do anything, and so this is our control group. The second group practices for 20 minutes a day. They're just, practicing shooting the hoops. But the third group don't practice physically, they practice mentally. The third group literally just visualize themselves shooting the hoops. Both the second and the third group saw pretty much the same improvement. How weird is that? The people who literally went out to a basketball court and shot those hoops and trained, physically trained, made about as much progress as the guy who sat there and literally mentally practiced in his mind. This might seem unrealistic and you might be like, wait, no, this couldn't happen, right? But just think about it. Your body responds to whatever you think in your mind. Whatever you think in your mind, your body automatically assumes it's real. Don't touch your dick, but if you think of a sexy thought, your dick will get hard. Think about it. Why? That's so interesting, isn't it? You could literally not touch it at all, but if you think of a sexy thought, your dick would get hard because your body responds to your mind. So when you see that pretty girl and straight away your mind starts generating thoughts that you're a fucking loser, that you can't get her, that you're part of the 80% of men who are sexless, your body's gonna respond in that way, and maybe, just maybe, you'll pick up the fucking courage and you'll pass all the friction to go and speak to her, but you'll be speaking to her as a loser. So why don't we condition ourselves positively? If we've already been hypnotized by society and our upbringing, why don't we positively hypnotize ourselves? Why don't we get you to generate the thoughts that make you feel like a winner, like a somebody, so that when you see that woman, you actually go up to her with like the confidence of the guy who's already attracted her. This has completely changed the way that I interact with people, and especially with women. I no longer indulge in those negative thoughts that tell me that, I shouldn't approach and everything. When I see a girl that I like, I automatically see in my mind that she likes me back, that she's a lot more into me. And then you have that big dick energy where you go up to this girl and you speak to her as if you've already slept with her and that she already likes you. And we do all this through visualizations. Now, there is a very, very specific detail that you need to know to visualize properly, and that is to visualize the exact end result that you want to come to life. And this is actually a lot more difficult. I know what I just said sounds like common sense, but this is a lot more difficult than it seems. Because if, for example, close your eyes, if, for example, we see that cute girl over there and you want to visualize success, the thing is, a lot of us would automatically think, okay, what should I say? What would I say? Like, what's the first sentence? Okay, maybe I should say this and this and this. That already has made you fail, because remember, whatever we think in our mind, our body responds. So you have now conditioned yourself to be the guy who's thinking about what to say, the guy who's unsure of what to say. That is going to be conveyed in your personality. Now, in this exact same situation, what's the correct answer? You specifically want to visualize her looking at you in that like sexy, cute smile, maybe handing you your phone back with her number in it, or maybe you and her holding hands and you're already going on a date right now. You want to see that end success that you want to achieve, not the steps beforehand. Maxwell Maltz says that we overthink about the steps beforehand, and that's confusing the success mechanism that we have inside of our mind. Inside of our mind, we have a goal striving system. Whatever we put inside of our mind, our body will automatically start to go and try to achieve that goal. The issue is that we put negative things into our mind. Before we enter a room full of people, we automatically think that these guys are going to judge us and that they don't like us. And so that's the goal that we've put into our mind that our body starts to respond to. So we enter that room looking awkward as fucking, like fidgets in our hands and like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Maybe I should put my thumbs inside of my pockets or some bullshit. Whatever you think, that is the goal that you are setting your body to achieve. Always remember that. Whatever you think in your mind, that is the goal that you are setting your body to achieve. Make sure it's a positive goal which has you winning. Make sure it's not some overthinking negative bullshit. I personally love this book. I've read it 3 times now, and every single time I reread it, my life changes. I get more consistent in the visualizations, and it's so strange, man. Every single time I visualize one key thing, it happens within like 2 weeks. And of course, it could be a coincidence and stuff, but it's when it happens to you, you'll be thinking like, what the fuck? This is creepy. If you're not too sure about reading the entire book, you can get a very, very good summary of it if you scroll down to the description right now and click on that top link. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.